Okay, y'all. The other day, well, it's been like some weeks ago. Somebody emailed me, and they will remain anonymous, and they would just make saying that they are gay and they don't know how to come out to their parents because their parents are very religious and they want to come out and be honest and just speak on their sexuality. And it makes so much sense because no one wants to live in like that kind of environment where you feel like you can't be who you are. And then I got another email, and the email was like, I know that my son is gay, and I just want him to tell me he's gay. I know he is. I've seen some stuff, and I know. And I just want him to know that I'm comfortable, and I want him to tell me he don't want to come out. And these are two interesting emails that coincide, and I felt like I wanted to do it as soon, but I had to really do some thinking, and I really had to prepare myself to talk. And I apologize to both of you all. I hope you all see this video. I had to really prepare myself, and I asked some other people. I really wanted someone to join with me with this discussion, because it's kind of touchy subject for me. Period. About coming out, and I just want to talk about it. I feel like I'm comfortable enough to talk about it now. And explain to the guy who wants to come out to his parents. It's something. Everybody is different. Everybody's parents is different. I came out to my parents, well, really my mother, about 3 or 4 times. 3 or 4 times, and I started coming out like I was like 15 or 16 years old, and she didn't really want to accept it. And I love my mother to death, and I really don't want to just to take this as a bashing towards her, but me growing up 15, I had an interesting childhood. I've seen some things. No, I wasn't molested and all that kind of stuff because every gay person has not been molested, and now they gay. This shit does not work like that. But I've seen some things and some spiritual things. And I've seen some things. I've experienced a lot of stuff, and I felt like I grew up fast. So when people ask me how old I am, they're surprised because after being around me, they're like, God damn, you have an old soul. I've been told that so much. But it's just I've experienced some stuff at a very early age. Like I had to come out like 3 or 4 times. And I had to just tell and I kept fighting with myself about, I'm gay. I'm gay. And they need to just kind of accept it. They need to kind of accept it. But that happened, and like I came out to my mother a couple of times, and she didn't want to hear, so I took it back. I was like, well, I'm not gay anymore. I'm giving myself to the Lord, all that kind of stuff. But even if I did give myself, even if I did stop all of my homosexual acts, because homosexual act means I'm actually having sex. I'm not gay 24/7. I'm only gay or homosexual when I'm having sex with a man. Okay, that's the only time. Okay, so, and I'm not doing that all the time. But even if I was to stop doing that, I'd have no attractions to women as far as sexual. Like, I find women beautiful and all that kind of stuff, but as far as sex, I'm not attracted to them. They do nothing for me. There's no shame on y'all, because I heard the power of the puss, the pink, whatever the thing, whatever the shit my friend called it, it's very strong. But I just don't have it. It does nothing for me. I don't know who this is calling me right now, but they will have to wait because this video is very important. But there's no perfect way to come out. You just need to sit them down. There's no perfect time. You just need to do it. You just need to do it, and you need to talk to them and tell them what's up and how you feel and all that kind of stuff. And either they can accept you or exile you. And then, you take that and you run with it, however it goes or however it happens. They're probably not going to be happy. You're not happy about it. Nobody wants their son to be gay. I don't want to be gay. I don't want, and I tell people all the time, if I was to choose what kind of person I would be, like if I was to choose to be gay and I had the choice of choosing that, I would choose to come as a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes. And the reason why I say that, because that seems like what the least person that that goes through discrimination as far as the world, just white people, Europeans. I feel like they're the least discriminated people on the face of this planet. And I would go through that. I've never woke up and say I want to be gay one day. It's been plenty of times I woke up and I wanted to be straight and heterosexual, but it's not going to happen. There's no such thing. And I've said this so many times, I do not want to see any comments of people saying things like, well, yes you can, and it's a sin and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to hear it, and that's something I'm not going to debate you with, okay? Because I'm speaking from experience. If you can tell me that I can wake up and be heterosexual one day, I want you to tell me you can wake up and be homosexual one day. Exactly. You can't do it because you're not attracted to the same sex, and I'm not attracted to the opposite sex. So you can't tell me what the fuck I'm doing. But moving right on, swiftly and professionally, we're not going to go into that too much, but I do get those comments every once in a while. And the reason why I do videos like this is to kind of tone down the homophobia that is in the black community, because it's very prevalent. It's there, and it's very high, and it has something to do with the black church and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. So the reason why I do the videos and talk about this is because I want you people to realize that every gay person you see on TV is not the same. Like every gay person you see, all of us don't like to wear wigs and girl clothes or whatever, and this gentrification and all that kind of stuff. It's just so much can go along with that. Like, I really don't believe that certain clothes are made for women, and I don't believe certain clothes are made for men. I just think that's something that we have been that's some stuff that's been going on for a long time, and that's just something that's just been like imprinted in us. We didn't have a choice, just like I didn't have a choice when it comes to religion. So I understand your parents are very, religious and all that type of stuff. I can understand that. But you just got to be honest with, can you be honest with yourself? Can you be honest with yourself? Be happy with yourself is basically what I'm saying. And just come out and just tell them. There's no perfect way. And I really can't tell you how to do it. But just sit them down and talk to them, because I'm pretty sure they have an idea already. Trust and believe. Like Keisha Cole, they already know that, it's something about people. Parents know their child. They brought you in this world. They know you. They know you, and sometimes parents just don't want to accept certain things. But that it is the kind of world, the cards we dealt with, and we just have to move on and do it. We just have to do what we have to do. The second email I got, because I got a couple of emails, and I'm gonna start this thing with the Dear Justin J, and I'm gonna do it on YouTube. And we'll try to pick a day. I'm gonna pick a day where I respond to these questions. So if you want to email me about stuff and you want me to discuss, DearJustinj at Gmail, this DearJustinj1232 @gmail.com. I'm gonna have that information on the bottom for you all to check out. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, the other email I got about the guy saying that, this married man, he has a wife and he has kids and he has a son, and his son, his son is gay. He knows his son is gay. He knows it for a fact. He's seen some things. He's, and you run into stuff, and he just knows it. He just knows. I'm not gonna go into detail because the email was very, very specific. And he was saying he knows his son is gay, and I'm just like, sit your son down and talk to him. Even though he's gonna fight it, just be honest. Like, just be, bruh, I've seen such and such. I heard this and this. I know, and I just want to know. I want you to know that I'm going to love you for no matter what it is. I'm going to love you no matter what it is and what you're going through, because I just don't believe in a mother or a parent or father. I don't believe them disowning their children. Like, even with, like if your child committed murder, that's always going to be your child. Like, the only thing you can do is just pray for them and just be there for them, and just like, it's kind of a difficult situation. There's no book on proper parenting. And every child is different. Every parent is different. So you just have to really feel like and this is when I get the spiritual. You have to really feel what you need. You need to feel it to say and do what you need to do to help that child. Because I can't tell you that you need to whoop your child. You need to discipline them as far as whooping. Because for me, whoopings didn't do anything for me, a child. My mom used to talk me to death. And they'd be like, you know what? I do not want to hear her talk. I don't want to hear her talk. Versus other, kids, you take some stuff away. It's all different. You have to feel your child and get that kind of connection with your child. But there are a lot of fathers out here that are, not, and I'm not saying that for a household to be successful, there needs to be a mother present and needs to be a father present. Not all the time, but it needs to be some type of parenting, some type of, and I just say, with two people, they don't have to be in the same household, but it needs to be two people that love each other together. It does not matter what they are, and like, because you have a lot of single parents that are doing the best they can, and just because you think you're doing the best doesn't mean it's the best. I mean, and that's not to offend anybody, but I just feel like it just needs to be, it needs to be two people. Like they said, it takes a village to raise a child, and you just can't. And even if, you have some single parents that have help from their other siblings in their families and stuff, and that's what I call parenting. You don't have to give birth to a child to be their parent. It's a lot of parents, people parenting me, people that I don't, people around my age still parenting. My best friend parents me, and she tells me that that's wrong and that's right, and what I need to do, and I need to get my shit together. A couple of my friends do that, and I parent some of my friends too. So you don't have to give birth to a child to do that. But let me get back on my subject. Just sit your son down and talk to him. It can just be you and him. And just tell him, son, make him feel comfortable. You have to kind of make him feel comfortable enough where he can talk. Just talk to him, saying, son, I love you, and no matter what you do, you just got to be out. Stop. The elephant in the room is killing a lot of us, especially the black community. The elephant in the room with this going on, with this rape and with these early childhood rapes and stuff that we don't talk about, and people needing therapy and all that kind of stuff. The elephant in the room is destroying black families because we don't talk about stuff that's going on. And I feel like, I'm not saying I'm the perfect child, because I'm still fucking up to this day. It's still some shit I need to work on. It's still some shit that I did that I regret doing when I was younger. But it's just the elephant in the room. My mother and father, my mother always addressed the elephant in the room. My father kind of does not. He doesn't, but my mother was. But the elephant in the room is destroying the dinner table. Like on the Family Guy episode, I always refer to that because they was like, what was it? Something in the room is just knocking over shit, and it's doing it, and we're not doing anything about it. So address the elephant in the room. Your son is gay. Talk to him and make him feel confident so he can tell you what's going on and all that kind of stuff. Because I feel like you tell your child about, having protection and all that kind of stuff, and as far as going to school, they'll listen to you. They'll listen to you. They'll listen to it. And when you tell them to do stuff, don't sit up here and just tell them just because. Give them a reason. Explain the struggle to them. If it's financially, education-wise, or sexuality-wise, explain them, just explain to them why they need to. Don't tell them, you need to go to school, you need to go to school. Tell them why they need to go to school, so you won't have to work as hard as me working 2 or 3 jobs and to make ends meet, and I don't get a chance to be at home. Explain to them and tell them a lot. We are very, very smart beings. Very smart. You be seeing so many kids that be talking like they're grown, like they've been here before. So we're intelligent. So talk to your children. Talk to them. Stop shitting shit under the rug. Stop sweeping shit under the rug. And stop disowning your children. I see a lot of that too. A lot of kids that sit here, mother and father put them out because they were gay and all that kind of shit. Do you know how difficult it is when your mother and father, your parents don't even accept you? And I get so pissed off on Twitter when I hear people say, oh, the reason why he's gay because he don't have a father. Last time I checked, there are a lot of single black women out here, parents out here, that have heterosexual kids that are gangbangers. So what are you saying? Because I know a lot of gay men that actually had their mother and father and parents in the home. And so I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. I get real offended with it because you're talking about you need a father to make you be a man. What is the definition of man? What is the definition of being masculine and gang banging and being a thug and beating on women? I mean, I want to know and I want to understand because everybody's definition seems to be completely different. Okay, because what my father instilled in me, a man just takes care of home and he takes care of his family. That's what I've been told. It has nothing to do with, what he's wearing and all that kind of stuff. I'm sick of that. I'm just sick of that. It's really irritating. I guess that when we see movies like the Hunger Games and stuff, and we see these men dressed up as women, have on like what we consider women clothing and makeup and all that kind of stuff. I think that's the future because we're going to get to the point where everybody just does what the fuck they want to, and they just still getting money and taking care of their business. But everybody just does what the fuck they want to. And it doesn't matter. We don't see color. We don't see genders, and we don't see all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if that's a world because I've been in this world, and well, not in this world, this day and age, this generation. I don't think I'll be able to deal with it now. But that was something I don't know, but it's something interesting to think about. It's something interesting to think about. But like I said, talk to your son and tell him, and and tell him what's up, because I guarantee you, if he's doing some of this stuff, he's probably having unprotected sex. He's probably having unprotected sex, and he probably does just not know anything about it. And that's another discussion I need to talk about, is HIV in the black community. It's some other stuff, but I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get to it. It takes a lot to talk about this, because then I have to deal with the comments, and y'all know I don't care about the comments, but sometimes the comments become overwhelming. But I cannot let these people win, and I will not let the fact checkers win. Okay, there's one fact checker that I appreciate. That's the president of the fact checkers. Whatever his name is, he hashtag president of the fact checkers. I think it's he Taz or some shit. I love that guy to death. He's one of my close friends. But that's all I got. Share this video on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you need to. Or follow me on Instagram. I feel like this, some people probably need to hear this message. And it's kind of long, but, people that need to, it'll touch them and agree with their spirit. But that's all I got. I love y'all so much. And like I said, email me whatever questions you have, and I will do that video. I will get on that and start doing those. I love y'all so much, and I appreciate you supporting me over the time and over the years we have grown. We almost hit 20,000 subscribers. I think about that every day. 20,000 subscribers, almost. I would never have guessed it. Never have guessed it. And I see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's getting there. It's not coming fast, but it's coming there, as far as, me growing and getting, like, it's just interesting. I love it. But I love y'all so much. And like I said, I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces. Bye.